Hello dear students. Last lecture we have discussed about one method of taking out quantities for load bearing structure, that is long wall and short wall method or PWD method. I hope you understand that better. Now in this lecture we are going to see second method of taking out quantities for load bearing structure, which is center line method. And also in this lecture we will learn to find out the quantity of two new atoms. So stay tuned till the end of this lecture. Then taking out quantities for load bearing structure. Figure shows plan of building and section of wall. In plan there is 3 rooms having 7 windows and 3 doors. There are 2 types of windows denoted by W1 and W2. The size of windows W1 is 1.4 meter by 1.2 meter and W2 is 1 meter by 1.2 meter, and door size is 1.2 meter by 2.1 meter. This is a section of wall. This is a foundation having UCR masonry of 3 stepped footings. The width of first footing is 0.85 meter and depth is 0.50 meter. Then second width is 0.70 meter and depth is 0.6 meter. And third footing up to plinth having width 0.50 meter and depth is 0.6 meter plus 0.15 meter means 0.75 meter. The height of building from plinth to bottom of a slab is 3.2 meter. RCC slab having thickness 0.12 meter. Then brick masonry wall having width 0.30 meter. Then first draw the foundation plan. This is a foundation plan with center line. Then what is center line? Center line is a line passes through the center of wall or foundation. This is a section of wall in detail. Then calculate the center line length. How it is calculated? The formula is center line length is equal to inner dimension of a room plus half width of wall one side plus half width of wall another side. Then let us see how it is calculated. For room number 1, the dimension is 3.3 meter by 4.5 meter. First dimension is horizontal and second dimension is vertical. Then first calculate center line length for a horizontal dimension. 3.3 plus half width of wall. Width of wall is 0.30 meter divided by 2 plus this side plus half width of wall. Width of wall 0.30 divided by 2 this side. Then center line length from this to this is 3.6 meter. Then calculate vertical center line length. Dimension is 4.5 meter plus half width of wall 0.30 divided by 2 plus half width of wall 0.30 divided by 2 this side and this side. Then center line length is 4.8 meter. For room number 2, room size is 3.3 meter by 3.9 meter. Then 3.3 meter plus half width of wall this side 0.30 divided by 2 plus half width of this side 0.30 divided by 2. Then center line length from here to here is 3.6 meter. Then 3.9 plus 3.9 plus half width of this side 0.30 divided by 2. Then half width of this side 0.30 divided by 2. Then center line length from here to here is 4.2 meter. For room number 3, room size is 3.3 meter by 4 meter, 3.3 meter. This is 3.3 meter. Half width of wall 0.30 divided by 2 this side, and half width of wall 0.30 divided by 2 this side. Then total center line length is 3.6 meter. Then 4 meter is vertical, plus half width of this side 0.30 divided by 2 plus half width of this side 0.30 divided by 2. The center line length is 4.3 meter. This length and this length is same. This length, this length, this length same. This length and this length is same, and this length is only one length. Then taking out quantities for load bearing structure by center line method. This is a center line plan having center line length. There is no assumption for long wall and short wall because we calculate the quantities by center line method. So here calculate the total center line length TCL. First, we know here two lines are equal length. This is and this is equal length line having length 9.1 meter, and also 5 lines having equal dimension 3.6 meter. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4 and 5. Then TCL is equal to 2 into 9.1 plus 5 into 3.6, and only one is a different length, that is 4.2 plus 1 into 4.2. Then total center line length is 40.4 meter. Here is most important part is the calculation of number of T junctions. How to calculate the total number of T junctions? We know where 3 sides, first, second and third, 3 sides of wall meet together form T junction. So here is one T junction, second T junction, third T junction and fourth T junction. So here number of T junctions, which is denoted by small n, is 4. Then calculate the length of an atom. How it is calculated? The formula is length of an atom is equal to TCL, total center line length, minus 1/2 into number of T junctions into width of an atom. Now we are going to calculate the first quantity of an atom. Atom is excavation in foundation. First draw the measurement sheet. Excavation is soft murum in foundation with all leads and lift including dewatering etc. For this, length of atom is first calculate. L is equal to TCL minus 1/2 into n, number of T junctions, into width of an atom. Here width of an excavation is equal to the width of a footing. This is the width of an footing, which is 1.2 meter. Then L is equal to total center line length 40.4 minus 1/2 into number of T junctions 4 into width of an atom 1.2 meter. Then length of excavation in foundation is 38 meter. There is no long wall and short wall, only one center line length, one number. Length is 38 meter, width is 1.2 meter, this is, and depth of excavation is from bottom of PCC bed of footing to the ground level up to this. From here to here is 1.4 meter. 0.15 plus 0.5 plus 0.6 plus 0.15 is 1.4. Then quantity of this atom is calculated as Q is number into length into width into depth. Column number 3, 4, 5, 6 is 63.84 cubic meter. Then quantity of excavation in foundation is 63.84 cubic meter. Now we are going to calculate the second quantity of an atom, which is PCC bed below foundation in CC 1:4:8 with providing and laying, compacting, curing, etc. complete. Formula of calculating length of an atom is same. L is equal to total center line length minus 1/2 into number of T junctions into width of an atom. Here width of PCC bed is equal to width of footing, which is 1.2 meter. Then L is equal to 40.4 minus 1/2 into 4 into 1.2. The length is 38 meter. In number column there is 1, length 38 meter, width 1.2 meter and depth of PCC bed is 0.15 meter shown in figure. Then calculating column number 3, 4, 5, 6, the quantity is 6.84 cubic meter. Then third atom is UCR masonry in foundation and plinth in CM 1:6 with mixing, placing, curing, etc. complete. Here length of this atom is calculated according to the center line method for stepwise footing. Width of UCR masonry is given 3 steps 1, 2, 3 shall be taken for each step separately, and depth of UCR masonry is taken stepwise from drawing. Then for first footing of width 0.85 meter, length is TCL minus 1/2 into n into width of an atom. This is a formula of center line method. Then L is equal to 40.4 center line length minus 1/2 into number of T junctions, which is 4, into width of an atom 0.85 meter first step. Then length is 38.7 meter. Then center line is 1, 38.7 meter is a length, width is 0.85 meter and depth is 0.5 meter for first step footing. Then multiplying column number 3, 4, 5, 6, we got the quantity 16.448 cubic meter. Then for second footing of width 0.70 meter, this is a second footing. L is equal to 40.4 minus 1/2 into 4 into 0.7. The length is 39 meter. Here number is 1, length is 39 meter, width is 0.70 meter. This is the second footing and depth is 0.6 meter from here to here. Then multiplying column number 3, 4, 5, 6, number into length into width into depth, quantity is 16.38 cubic meter. Then third footing of width 0.50 meter up to plinth. This is a plinth footing, third step. Then L is equal to 40.4 minus 1/2 into 4 into 0.5 width of an atom. The length is 39.4 meter. Then number is 1, length is 39.4 meter, width is 0.5 meter and depth is 0.6 plus 0.15 which is 0.75 meter. Then calculating these 1 into 39.4 into 0.5 into 0.75, the quantity is 14.775 cubic meter. The quantity of this atom is calculated as summation of the quantity of each step put in, which is 47.603 cubic meter. The quantity for UCR masonry in foundation and plinth is 47.603 cubic meter. Then fourth atom is DPC. DPC in CC 1:2:4 with providing and laying with compacting, curing, etc. complete. In this, width of DPC shall be taken as a width of masonry at plinth level. This is a plinth level and width is 0.50 meter. Here is a DPC layer. Therefore, length is equal to 40.4 minus 1/2 into 4 number of T junctions into width of an atom 0.5. Then length of DPC is 39.4 meter. Then center line is 1, length is 39.4, width is 0.50. Depth of DPC is only mentioned in description and quantity of DPC is calculated in square meter, so depth is nothing. Then quantity is multiplying of column number 3, 4, 5, 19.70 square meter. Then width of door is the building shall be deducted for length of DPC. This is where the deduction begins. The deduction for door D, the number of door is 3, the length of door is 1.2 meter and width is taken of DPC 0.50 meter. Then quantity is 1.80 square meter. Net quantity of DPC is total quantity of DPC minus deduction for door. 19.7 minus 1.80 is equal to 17.90 square meter. So the quantity of DPC is 17.90 square meter. Then fifth atom is BB masonry. BB masonry in superstructure in CM 1:6 with formwork, curing, etc. complete. Then calculate the length of an atom. L is equal to TCL minus 1/2 into N into width of an atom. The width of an atom is 0.30 meter. This is width of an atom. Then length is equal to 40.4 minus 1/2 into 4 into 0.30, then 39.8 meter. Here number is 1, length is 39.8 meter, width is 0.30 meter, and depth of this atom is equal to height of brick masonry of a building, which is from here to here 3.2 meter. Then multiplying 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, we got the quantity 38.308 cubic meter. Then deduction for openings like door, window and lintel above door and window is to be done as per IS 1200 from quantity of this atom. So here deduction for door D. Number of door is 3. Length of door is 1.2 meter. This is length of door 1.2 meter, width 0.30 meter and height of door is 2.1 meter. Then multiplying column number 3, 4, 5, 6, quantity is 2.268 cubic meter. There is two different sized windows, so one deduction for window W1, there is 2 W1 windows. So number is 2. Length is W1 length is 1.4 meter, width is 0.30 meter and height is 1.2 meter. So quantity is for W1 window 1.008 cubic meter. Then second type window W2. W2 is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then number of W2 window is 5. Then length is 1 meter, width is 0.30 meter and height is 1.2 meter. Then quantity is 1.80 cubic meter. Then deduction for lintel over door D. First we calculate the length of lintel. The length of door 1.2 meter plus add bearing of lintel. If not given, so take it thickness of lintel, which is 0.15 meter. Then 1.2 meter plus for two side bearings add 2 into 0.15. Then length of lintel is 1.5 meter over D. Then number of D 3. Length of lintel 1.5 over D. Width is 0.30 meter and depth of lintel is 0.15 meter. Then multiplying 3, 4, 5, 6, quantity is 0.2025 cubic meter. Then over window W1, length of lintel is, here also add the bearings. If not given, so take the thickness of a lintel. So length is 1.4 plus 2 into 0.15. The length of W1 is 1.7 meter. Number of W1 is 2. Length is 1.7. Width is 0.30 and depth is 0.15. Then quantity is 0.153 cubic meter. Then lintel over window W2, length of a lintel. Length of W2 window is 1 meter plus 2 into 0.15 as a bearing is equal to thickness of a lintel. Length is 1.3 meter. Number of W2 window is 5. Length is 1.3 meter. Width is 0.30 meter and depth is 0.15 meter. So quantity is 2925 cubic meter. Then addition of all deduction is 5.724 cubic meter. Deduction for door, deduction for window and deduction for lintel, addition is 5.724 cubic meter. Then net quantity of brick masonry is the quantity 38.308 minus deduction 5.724 is equal to 32.484 cubic meter. Then BB masonry in superstructure is 32.484 cubic meter. Then quantity calculation for internal plaster. Internal plaster in CM 1:4 with mixing, placing, curing, etc. complete. Quantity for internal plaster is calculated room wise. For room 1, the dimension of room is 3.3 meter by 4.5 meter. First we calculate the perimeter of this and then multiply this perimeter by height, we got the area of that room. Then L is equal to 2 into 3.3 plus 4.5. This is a perimeter is equal to 15.6. Room number 1 is 1. Perimeter is 15.6 into height 3.2 meter. Then quantity is 49.92 square meter. Then for room 2, L is equal to dimension 3.3 into 3.9, then 2 into 3.3 plus 3.9, then perimeter is 14.4. Room 2 is 1, 14.4 is perimeter, 3.2 is height, then quantity is 46.06 square meter. Then for room number 3, the L is 2 into 3.3 plus 4 is equal to 14.6. Size is 3.3 by 4 meter. Then room number 3 is 1, perimeter is 14.6, then height is 3.2, then quantity is 46.72 square meter. Then addition of these three is 142.72 square meter internal plaster quantity. Deduction of area of openings for each face is done from the total quantity of internal plaster as per rules given in IS 1200. Then deduction for openings for door D. Here number of door is 3. But the outer door should be deducted. This is the outer door. It should be deducted inside half and outside half. So for internal plaster it will be considered as a half. So number of door is 2.5. Length is 1.2 and height is 2.1. Then quantity is 6.3 square meter. Then windows W1. This is W1. There is two numbers of W1 windows. Here also consider internal half and half. So number is 1, then length is 1.4, height is 1.2, then quantity is 1.68 square meter. Then windows W2 is a 5 number, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we consider is 2.5. Then length is 1, height is 1.2, then quantity is 3 square meter. So addition of these three deductions is 10.98 square meter. So net quantity of internal plaster is total quantity minus deduction. 142.72 minus 10.98 is 131.74 square meter. So internal plaster quantity is 131.74 square meter. Then calculate the quantity for internal plaster for a ceiling. Internal plaster in cm 1:4 with mixing, placing, curing, etc. complete for ceiling. For room 1 is 1, length is 3.3 meter and width is 4.5 meter. Then quantity is 14.85 square meter. Then for room number 2, number is 1, size is 3.3, this is a length and this is a width 3.9 meter. Then quantity is 12.87 square meter. Then for room number 3, number is 1, size is 3.3 meter by 4 meter, then quantity is 13.20 square meter. Then total of this quantity is 40.92 square meter. The net quantity of internal plaster with ceiling is 131.74 plus 40.92 is equal to 172.66 square meter. Now calculate the external plaster. External plaster in cm 1:6 with mixing, placing, curing, etc. complete. For this, we first calculate the perimeter, external perimeter. 2 into 9.4 plus 7.5 is equal to 33.80 meter. Then number is 1, length is 33.80 meter and height of building is 3.2 meter. Then quantity of external plaster is 108.16 square meter. Deduction of area of openings for each face is done from the total quantity of external plaster as per rule given in IS 1200. The outer door should be deducted half inside for a internal plaster and half external plaster. So deduction for openings, door D, one number is door, then half is external and half is internal. Then half into length is 1.2, height is 2.1, then quantity of door is 1.26 square meter. Then windows W1 is 2 numbers. Then consider half inside plaster and half outside plaster. Then total number of W1 window is 1, length is 1.4, height is 1.2 meter, then quantity is 1.68 square meter. Then windows W2 is 5 number, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then consider 2 and half, then length is 1 meter, height is 1.2 meter, then quantity is 3 square meter. Then addition of these 3 is 5.94 square meter. Then net quantity of external plaster is quantity of external plaster minus deduction of openings. Then 108.16 minus 5.94 is equal to 102.22 square meter. Then external plaster is 102.22 square meter. Then calculate the quantity of flooring. Quantity of this atom is calculated according to the type of flooring provided in each room. So here mosaic tile flooring in CM 1:4 with placing, curing, etc. complete. The quantity of this atom is calculated in square meter. So we calculate the room wise quantity in square meter. Then room number 1 is 1, length is 3.3 meter, width is 4.5 meter, then quantity is 14.85 square meter. Then room number 2, number is 1, 3.3 meter by 3.9 meter, then quantity is 12.87 square meter. Then for room number 3 is 1, 3.3 is length and width is 4 meter, then quantity is 13.20 square meter. Here we add the door sill. This portion and this portion is added in a flooring. So door is 3, length is 1.2 meter, width is 0.30 meter, then quantity is 1.085 square meter. Then addition of these is 42 square meter. Then mosaic tile flooring quantity is 42 square meter. Dear student, I think this lecture is too long, so I will divide it into 2 parts. This is part first and we will stop here. And in part second we will study the rest quantity calculations. So stay tuned, part first and part second.